Hello viewers, Astral Pilot here. Today I'm talking about a game that's kinda bug and kinda snack. So as I'm writing this, the Isle of Bugsnax has yet to be released, but will be released soon, so hopefully I can get it out by then. Since this DLC, known as the Isle of Bugsnax, has been released, I think this is the best chance I get to talk about the future of this series. Specifically, what a possible sequel could look like. Since this is talking about a sequel, then of course I'm going to put a big old spoiler warning right here. Now I am being serious this time because this game is entirely dependent on its story. Not that there isn't anything in terms of gameplay, because that's what we're going to be talking about today. I will quickly recap the story, but the point is that what I'm talking about is gameplay related. Quick recap for those who ignored my spoiler. Also, this was written before the DLC has come out, so just know that that is not a different game, but just what happens before the final mission. Bugsnax is a game where you play as some Muppet-looking thing that also is a reporter.
I swear, if you chase this Bugsnax story, you're out of a job!
You're the journalist!
She decided to chase a story given to you by the renowned explorer Elizabeth Magafig, who is on a place called the Island of Bugsnax, where creatures can change your appearance. Oh yeah, by the way, the names are only gonna get weirder from here, but I swear it gets dark soon. When you get to the island, you find that Elizabeth is missing, and all the adventurers that she has brought with her also left. So you go around rounding them up. Then the last mission happens and everything falls to chaos. Lisbeth's girlfriend named Eggabell comes to you and says she knows what Lisbeth is. You, her, and Filbo Fiddlepie, another character who you meet in your travels, fall into a hole and into the most unnerving area in this game. You eventually find Lisbeth, except she's turned into this, and she reveals the ugly truth that these things are actually deadly parasites after turning you into one of them. They then throw you out and you're sent to the last part of this game, known as Escape from Snacksburg. You're placed in a gauntlet game where each mistake could lead to the death of the friends you made along the way, like good old Grandpa Giggles funny. A wiggle wiggle bottom. I swear that this section gets disturbing. Okay, so the reason that I went on that tangent is because despite what I just said, this game clearly wants you to grow attachment to the Bugsnax. You have a farm where you can pet them, they say their own name reminiscent of Pokemon, and in the new DLC, it's shown that you can even give them hats. Also, they can just stab you in the back with the revelation given by Lisbeth. And it works. I can confidently say that I've never been this disgusted by a game before. However, if a sequel is made, they cannot do something like this twice, or at least have the same twist twice in a row. This also means that in this possible sequel that your relationship with the Bugsnax will also change drastically. This is of course assuming that the sequel will include the same self-insert character as the first. Though even if it isn't, then it is very possible, shown by the Shabby on this beach, that there might be apocalyptic events that occurs in this city. This might be foreshadowing the ending that I talked about earlier, Escape from Snacksburg. In this ending, you have to use your tools in new ways to mow down your enemy. This might have been a test for your new relationship with the snacks in this new sequel. You repurpose your tools that you've used in order to destroy them. Your trap blends anything it catches. You launch explosives off the launch pad. You get a gun. So if this is true, is there a new type of gameplay where you're both trying to exterminate the Bugsnax, but still have it remain as a puzzle game? I think there might be. In this game, there are these bigger snacks that you can't catch in normal traps like Popsicle, Picantis, and Scoopy Banoopy. However, those who have played this game know that these are just tricks, and these are congregations of other bugs stacked up in a treasure coat, which you can break apart. Perhaps we can use them to make them seem more like threats. Have all, or a subsection, of the naturally spawning snacks be these colonies of bugs, which are shown in the game to be more dangerous by being harder to catch already. Here are some examples of what these could look like. These will be the inspirations for the new mechanic in the sequel, Second Course. Imagine this. In this hypothetical sequel, you play as an exterminator, tasked with using the skills you already have to exterminate the new infestation of snacks. However, in this game, the snacks have evolved. They've mutated into larger conglomerates of beast-like proportions. In order to take them down, you need to break them apart piece by piece. Now, this won't mean that the game will turn into a shooter, but you will have to use your wits in order to reveal their weak spot. Horizon Zero Dawn does this, and they even have that thing where you scan their trails in this game. The difference here is Horizon is more combat focused. Sure, you can trap the machines in this game, but you could also just shoot them with your bow or guns. No, in this game, you have to use your tools in order to weaken these new snacks, so that you can finish them off, all while they try to end you. Maybe there can be some form of combat once you reveal their weak spot. I imagine that combat works like this. Let's say that you run into one of those bugs I showed you before. We'll use Frosting, for example. Okay, so let's say you run into this cake wasp in the wild, and it starts chasing you. Luckily, you predicted this and set up a tripwire, causing them to get tangled. Now, unlike in the first game, this won't actually allow you to catch them instantly. What will actually happen is they get stunned, allowing you to use your grapple to grab one of their body parts and rip it off, revealing it to be a normal snack of some variety based on which part of the big snack it is taken from. In this case, it will be a new version of cake legs or strawberry based on where you grab it. You can grab its wings to make it grounded permanently, or you can grab its stinger so it can't attack you, but you can only grab one piece before it wakes. And if you get a headshot, you can disassemble the whole thing in one go, allowing you to catch the smallest ones like in the first game, where they won't really be dangerous. However, this would be harder. Maybe they'll protect their head, or you have to be quick, as you can only stun them for a couple seconds. You also have to stun them each time you want to take a new piece, so you'll have to think of a way to stun them multiple times, whether it's of using one of their elements, or using the tripwire. Or maybe you can add new mechanics like swimming, and most snacks won't have the ability to swim, making them stunned if they become submerged. Some will be aquatic though, leading to whole new possibilities. Also, if there is a swimming area, no air neither. GetMadz made a good video on a water mechanic other than air, and I think it would fit in with a game like this, so check it out. Link in description. Basically, it is about water being based on depth. And one idea that they had is the deeper you go into the water, the harder it is to see, which would fit in with a puzzle game like this. Air would just make it so you have to take pauses in the middle of the puzzle, but a mechanic like this would force you to focus on your surroundings to make sure what you are hunting isn't hunting you. While most would just rip apart the snacks, I imagine there would be a method to catch them whole. My current idea is you have actual cages that you have to lead them to. Maybe some abilities that allow them to break out of the cages, so you have to rip off their claws or something else like a horn. Though this is assuming you'll still be catching them. For all we know, you could just be exterminating any Bugsnax you find. But I wanted to try and keep the catching puzzle aspect of this game. This game will require you to have some sort of puzzle-solving capability, but you also have to be aware of the thing you're trying to catch, trying to keep a fair distance away from them, trying to kite them towards your traps, trying not to get caught in them yourself. These would all be paramount to conquering the parasites that used to live on that lone island that has since become a threat to their very home. Thank you for reaching the end of this video. Please like and subscribe if you liked it. Also, please share this video with your friends. Bugsnax is a fun game, but has sort of a small community, so making more people know of this game would be great. Who knows, maybe this will convince young authors to make that sequel. Anyway, have a nice day.